Hey, in this video, we're gonna see how I generated over $350,000 for a marketing agency client. So we're gonna see the people we reached out to, what are the scripts we use inside of our campaigns, how we automated everything, what type of tools did we use, and basically the entire streamline process from sending the emails all the way to booking calls inside my client's agenda. So that being said, let's dive right into it. So to give you a bit of context about the client, it's a medium-sized marketing agency which specialize in creating custom internal website for large corporation. So you've got their external website and then you've got their internal website where they share like internal communication of what's going on inside the company. A lot of companies, at least in Europe, use a tool called SharePoint, which is part of the Microsoft suite, but they build something very custom for clients who want something that is very custom and that is not doable with SharePoint. For the acquisition channels, they got a bunch of leads coming in as they're like number one in France for internal communication. So a lot of SEOs they spend, I think, from what I've heard, around 2K per month on Google Ads, which is not crazy, but it gets them a bunch of calls. And they wanted to explore cold email because I've heard good things about it. And so I just knocked on the door at the right time with the right person. The average ticket size is around 50K for this client. Hey guys, I hope you're enjoying the video so far. Just to let you know that we released a brand new document going over all of our clients' past campaigns and our own internal campaigns. And in there you'll find details on the scripts we used, the strategy we took, but also details on all of the results. So you'll find some campaigns that just booked 3 meetings all the way to booking over 80 meetings, leading to hundreds of thousands in euros of new opportunity generated. So feel free to extract as much information as needed using the first link in the description below. Also, if you'd like us to do this for you on a completely done for you and performance basis, feel free to book a call using the second link below. That being said, let's go back to the video. So now concerning list building. So basically, they reach out only to mostly like bigger size companies. So minimum 200 to 10,000 plus employees. I think their sweet spot is around like 1 to 5K employees from the meetings we've booked. That's mostly what we've been getting lots of activation around. So for title, it's very specific. It's funny. It's all the calls we booked is like like only exclusively a head of communication, internal communication, like anyone with like a communication inside the job title, communication manager, like stuff like that. We can actually check this right away. So I can show you the tool if it doesn't lag too much. But if I go to this account, so this is only one part of the campaign, but if I go status meeting booked, you can see it's communication manager. It's funny, communication manager and communication manager, same type of people. So yeah, it's mostly communication manager for this client. Let me go back here. So, and in terms of industry, it's really all industry, but we've been booking calls mostly with like companies who have something to do. It's not like the pure like business company. It's like something to do with like culture or art or stuff like that. I don't know why like all these type of, I don't know how you call them. Like it's not non-profit, but it's like, yeah, everything was like which relies to like the town's communication, that sort of company did really well. Like sports, like not the traditional business, like everything outside of the traditional business did pretty good. Now, if we were to look at the lead list, so classic, we use Apollo to do all of our lead sourcing or most of our lead sourcing. This is how a typical lead list looked like. Only we did job title include communication, then we filter per management level. So we're getting all the people who has communication inside their job title, which is exactly the type of people we want to be reaching out to. Location, France, and employee, like company size, 200 to 10,000 plus. This is really our sweet spot. So from there, um, like always, take the link, go here, we go back to export Apollo. We can use this one. We can go here. Boom, we want, let's say 5,000 people, $40. We press pay, and then 30 minutes later, we got all our leads inside our Gmail accounts. I'm not sponsored by this tool, by the way. I should be. And then we got all the results, basically. We got all the emails, at least. And from there, what I usually do is I create a master sheet for all of my clients, and then I got all these lead lists with all of the people we're targeting, and then we do a cross check if whether the lead is marked as duplicate or not based on the date. So it's a Apple sheet, it's it's a Google Sheet scripts, and basically what it does, it looks if the lead is already in the lead list. If it is, we don't do like straight away duplicate, because if there's a certain time lapse, if there's more than 6 months, then we remove the first lead and we keep the last lead, which is pretty decent. And then we check on the block list. All of our clients got a block list, you see here. So let's do a live test. So this is, for example, someone who is in my client's block list. If I go here, you see it says delete. So works pretty well on this. So this is to build the lead list. Now concerning the scripts. So like always, we always do one email which is split in 3 tests. And basically what we did here is pretty simple email with like going straight to the point. You can see these are only 1 or 2 lines. So I'm going to read you the first one. Hey, first name, if we could redesign a modern and customized intranet for company without pay per subscription costs to optimize adoption rates to over 90% of your team, would you be open to discussing it? So here, what's interesting, we're talking about the without pay user subscription costs, because usually big companies are not interested by this thing. This my client knew about. And also adoption rates, we propose this. It's like a KPI they track, like how many of their employees are checking the internal website. And so this worked really well. It's our most performing email, and like straight to the to the point. And what we've mostly seen with this client basically is his offer. Like, you cannot know when someone is redoing their internal website, so it's only a matter of volume. And surprisingly, a lot of people are like reconsidering their internal website, so we are able to book a significant amount of call. So we just take into account like there's 1% of the market who's willing to buy. We reach out to everyone, and by the time we reach out to everyone, that 1% has changed again. So we can just keep booking calls with these people. It's big project, and 90% of people will say no thanks, I'm not interested. And if someone is thinking about redoing their internal website, well, this is the perfect email at the perfect time. So this is the only card we're playing, is like being there with the good offer at the perfect time. And this is every call we booked has someone being said like, yeah, sweet time. We're thinking of, we have a project, let's talk. So it's only a timing, it's only a timing factor. And most people will say like, oh yeah, but I cannot know exactly what is the right time to contact, so I'm not going to do it. Like, forget trying to make it super complex. It's fine if you target people who don't have at this exact time that the need. They will think of you maybe if they have the need later on, but at least for the 1% of people who have the need at this exact time, you're the one doing the outreach, and maybe the other person are not doing it because they're scared of like doing volume, whatever. Like, we're like I said before, like 90% of the people we're contacting, these people are not interested. It does not harm at all. Like, the people are being super nice, like, hey, this is not for me at the moment, thanks anyway. We're getting also a lot of replies of people saying like, hey, we've just done a new internal website, but thanks and good luck. But so once every other day, we're gonna get a someone interested, and it's gonna be a big project. So in terms of ROI, also it's super interesting for my client. And to share it with you directly, boom, 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 what the result looked like. So if I go next. So person to meeting booked ratio, we booked 1 meeting for every 775 people. So pretty average, not bad, I would say, to for an offer which is not like super ROI strong. Over 10 meetings booked, over 350K worth of new deals for my client. And this is basically his Calendly, so pretty consistent. All the notification of the book calls we had for him. So if you'd like us to do this for you on a performance basis, feel free to book a call. We can talk about it, see whether this would make sense in terms of return on investment for your company. Otherwise, just stay around for the free value.